Blessings, my beautiful people. I hope you're all doing well. Um, I wanted to get back to you sooner, but I had to get rest. I had to rest, and I had to um, know exactly what I would be talking to you about. So uh, I need to talk to you about my journey and where I am right now. Um, so I am on a journey to holistic wellness. Okay. Um, Last year, I realized that I had been living my whole life from a place of trauma. And even though sought out counseling and other things, I did some healing, but not the level of healing that I needed. So I began this journey as soon as I realized that that's where I was. And it wasn't just trauma, it was complex, compounded trauma, that started in my childhood and then throughout adolescence and my adult years. So I had no clue until last year what my main issue was. Like, what was at the root cause of all the obstacles that I was facing, the challenges. So it took a little bit for me to figure that out. Like I said, I had been to therapy. That didn't work for me. It may work for you, though. My situation, I don't think many professionals were ready for. So, and it's not that um, I had extreme traumatic events, but they were traumatic nonetheless. And in regards to my molestation, I need to clear something up. I was about 8 or 9 when, I used to stay with a babysitter, and I called her grandma, and her grandson was a teenager in high school. I was about 8 or 9. And we used to play all the time. We were cool. And this one particular day, this is when it started. One particular day, I went up there playing, and he wanted to play something else, and it involved him trying to place his penis in my mouth. You know what I'm saying? So I was fighting him constantly. Like, I fought and ran. That's what happened. He didn't get a chance to stick his penis in my mouth or touch me. Well, if he did, I don't remember, but I know he didn't stick his penis in my mouth. So I don't think that I really have been molested. I had to fight. You know what I'm saying? That's what happened. So it didn't happen. But nonetheless, that we went past that. I just wanted to clear that up because I said I was molested, and that's not the complete truth, because he didn't get a chance to, because I was fighting. And also, like this journey that I'm on, 17 years ago, I started running from God. And I ran because I didn't want, like I said, I was ashamed of all the things that I had been through, and I didn't want to share any of it. And it was like I started to try to do everything but what God wanted me to do, you know, to avoid it. And here I am today, still having to do it, because now it's like there is no other way. I realized that there is no other way. So I ultimately had to come back to my father and let him guide me and let him show me what I'm supposed to do. So this is this journey with God, okay, to holistic wellness. Holistic wellness, of course, we talked about it being for everything encompassing your money, your financial life, your environment, your social life, things, your mental, everything, the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? I can't pull it because that's not what I'm on today. But um, I did want to, like, say it doesn't makes sense to run from your calling, because at the end of the day, before it's all said and done, either you're going to perish or you're going to go ahead and live a blessed life for doing doing it God's way. God is real. For those of you, I don't know what your beliefs are, but God is real. I've been knowing that. Um, God was always with me. Even when I ran from him, he was still with me, protecting me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't realize that's what it was, but yes, at the end of the day, that's exactly what it was. I've been in many situations, and all I could say, it was God that got me out. So, um, again, this journey, you're welcome to join me. I love God. I'm chasing God. I was running from God. Now I'm chasing God. See how life go? It's weird. But yeah, I don't want, and for the people that actually, have been a part of my life in the past, um, you don't know me. You don't know me. I don't know me. You know what I'm saying? I'm learning me since recently, since last year. I started learning me. No one knows me. All the relationships, the failed relationships that I've had with men, I understand why they failed. You know, I wasn't there. I was, but I wasn't. The whole me wasn't. It wasn't able to be present. It was really, I had suffered so much hurt and pain that I couldn't fully show up in life. I had unaddressed, complex, compounded trauma. You understand what that means? Look it up, because that's a lot. You know what I'm saying? It was unaddressed in the first place. And then it's complex, so it's multiple and compounded over the years. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's not just a one, two, three fix. This is gonna take years. You know what I'm saying? For me, I am over 45. So, and I've lived my whole life, you know, out of a trauma place, a place of trauma. So now I want to live a real life and have real friends, real relationships where I mean, people probably gave me the whole them, but I never gave the whole me, because I didn't know, where I didn't understand. I didn't know. I was raised to serve others, so as I got older, that became a using thing. People started using me because they knew I would do it, because that's who I was. So now, since last year, I've implemented boundaries, you know what I'm saying? Because I realize that I do matter. You know what I'm saying? My feelings matter. My pain matters. You know, I matter. Okay? Hence, I matter community. Because there's a lot of you out there that feel the same way and have been treated as such. You know what I'm saying? Because maybe you have unaddressed uh, trauma, you know what I'm saying? Or complex or compounded. I don't know. You would know. But either way, it's something that has to be addressed for your life to get better, for you to find happiness out of life. Like, I feel like I haven't been alive. You know what I'm saying? I haven't been living. I haven't had anything real in my life. So everything that I'm bringing into my life now are the things that make me feel good. They make me happy. They bring me, it's good for me. Those are the things that entice me and intrigue me now. You know what I'm saying? My taste in men have changed. Like, it really is a whole overhaul. Like, I'm giving myself what I've missed. I had to go through the reparenting process, you know, intentional healing. You know what I'm saying? That's excessive self care, self love. You know what I'm saying? Staying in the Word of God, things like that. And just giving myself and my mind time to process and absorb where I am now. Embrace it. Like, embrace where I am now, you know, because I'm a long ways from where I was, and everything is shifting in my life. It's like a major overhaul. You know, I'm closed for reconstruction. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not looking really to dive into anything. You know what I'm saying? I'm diving into me. I have to know me before I can involve anyone else into my life. It's crazy to be this old and to finally get to this place, but it is what it is. I'd rather be here today than never get here, because I know people that have never healed and they passed on. So I don't know you know, how that works out for them. But as for me, I plan to complete my healing process and continue with God for as long as I live because He is my everything. Three persons in one. That's the Holy Spirit, His only begotten Son, and the Source Himself, the omnipotent God, the Most High. So I don't know. I don't know what your path is. I don't know what your journey is. I know that with God, things get a little bit easier. A bit of the weight is lifted. You know, you really don't have to figure it all out. It's like you get help. So maybe somebody needs to hear this. For those of you that have been watching my videos, I appreciate you so much. I hope that there's something that I am saying that you're getting, and that it could be a benefit to you in your life. And don't run from your calling, okay? I ran for a mighty long time, like over 15 years. I ran only to come back to the same point that I left off where I started running. Like it's not a waste. I would, my normal human self wants to say it was a waste of time, me running. But in reality, I learned a lot of lessons during that time period. A lot of lessons that I can, now share. I am a walking testimony, okay? Walking testimony of what God can do. So, you can keep watching, because I'm only going to share more and more, and you're going to get a bigger and better idea of who I am as well as myself. I'm going to know. We're learning together who I am, what God actually will be doing in my life, because that's my only purpose now. My assignments, being obedient, doing the things that, He has for me to do. I mean, I'm human, so I'm going to do a little bit of me here and there, but the main thing, my main portion in this life here is dedicated to God. He's having His way with me. Okay? So, and that's just what it is. I love y'all with the love of God. I hope that something that I've said today you are able to implement into your life. Don't run from your calling. If you're feeling urged to do something, do it. Tell the people around you, show them or tell them that you love them, and appreciate them. None of us are promised tomorrow. We don't know what tomorrow holds. Continue to take care of yourselves, okay? Don't get too comfortable out here, all right? Don't be distracted. I allowed myself to be distracted over and over for whatever reason. For this reason, that reason, it doesn't even matter. I just don't allow yourself to be distracted from your purpose. That's the main thing. Do not allow yourself to be distracted from your purpose, okay? Because there's nothing else that we do here on earth that matters more than what we have to do for the kingdom of God. Now, let me explain something to you. I know how difficult it is because, like I said, I ran for 17 years. And, but know that you have everything that you need to do what God needs you to do. Okay? I didn't want to be seen. I didn't want to be on camera. I don't want to be doing this now. Okay? But I know that this is what is required of me. So I'm being obedient to that. All right? You never know how what you are called to do may help someone else. So, you know, out of love of God, do it. Do it. Do it. There was something else that I was going to slip in there, but it left. So it probably wasn't meant for me to put in this video. Okay? Be blessed. Okay? Take care of yourselves. Do not run from your calling. Okay? Start with what you have. More will come. If there's no one to help you, do it alone. People will come. The right people will come. All right? And this little point, okay? This little point, I think I do need to tell you this, okay? I ran for 17 years, but look, in the physical that we live in, this three-dimensional realm that we're living in, flesh and stuff, okay, you're not going to see certain things play out in this realm, okay? You need to understand that what you see isn't always what it is, okay? In the fifth dimensional realm, it's like the spiritual realm. The spiritual realm, right? So things are working. When you connected with God, things are working in that realm, right? And they start to come down into the third dimension, right? So just because you can't see it here doesn't mean that it's not happening. Like, work, you know what I'm saying? Do what you're supposed to do. What's you're being called to do, and then you will see it manifest. Okay. I don't know how else to explain it. I don't know how else to explain it, but it's like, I know it becomes hard, and it gets hard because this third dimension makes you doubtful, right? It brings doubt because you don't see none of the things that you know. You know what I'm saying? It's not, you don't see it. Have faith. This is what having faith is about, right? This is for me as well. This is what having faith is about. To believe in those things that you have not yet seen, but you know. You know it's coming, okay? I don't know. Maybe I didn't put it the right way, but I think you know exactly what I'm trying to say. You have to believe it into being. Believe it into being, in other words, okay? It's happening in the fifth dimension, which is a spiritual dimension. You're working on things, the things that you're working towards and you're focused on, right? And you're praying about. These things are working to form in the fifth dimension. By your belief and your actions, they start to come down into the third dimension and are made manifest into physical form. Okay? All right. I'm not going to go any further deeper into that. And again, when you're having negative feelings and thoughts, try to flip them. Try to make them something else. Try to see things from a different perspective. You know, I'm not saying be realistic, okay? Just be realistic about it all. And optimistic, okay? Try to see things with an optimistic eye. Okay? It's going to help you. It's going to help. It helps me. So I think this is all I have for you. Okay? I want you guys to stay well. Again, we don't know what the future holds, so you have to do the things that you are being prompted to do so you can be prepared for the future, right? Holistically. All right, guys, I think that is it. Take care of yourselves. Keep your supplements up, your vitamins. Flush. Clean the body. Clean the body. After eating some of this food, you got to flush your body, clean the blood. If you don't know how to do that, like take aloes, use the inner part of the aloe. You can inbox me for more information, okay? But I'm gonna share this one with you. Um, Take the inside of the aloe gel, and mix it with coconut water. Blend it up, drink it. Okay, that's a good flush. And other than that, there's some other things that you could do. You could drink Cerecy tea. It's bitter, but it works. Most of the stuff is bitter. That cleans your blood. It is so. But look up some of that stuff, and I will catch up with you again, and we'll go a little bit deeper, you know, into things. For now, this is it. Okay, I'm starting to share with you the real stuff, okay? Which is not easy for me, but I know that is what is needed of me, required of me from God, okay? So I'm being obedient and sharing with you guys. I love you with the love of God. Stay safe, and then until next time.